Hey, it's Jason from Pro Guitar Studio. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the E major extended pentatonic scale. So the piece you just heard is an original piece to help you learn how to play through the E major extended pentatonic, which I think is a really great thing to learn because the E major is one of the more common guitar keys, right? Now obviously you could do C major, G major, those are all important as well, but E major, I think it works out really nicely with that open E chord. It's just a nice progression on the guitar to go through this pattern. Instead of staying in one spot, we're going to move horizontally across the strings, right? Now, one little caveat is that the example I did is quite quick, so don't worry about playing in full speed. We can slow this down and try to get a handle on what I'm doing here. Now, first things first, let's take a look at the E major extended pentatonic scale. We're going to play E on the 6th string, so low E on the open string, 2nd fret on the 6th string, 4th fret on the 6th string. So we have 0, 2, 4. Then we're going to play 2, 4 on the A string, on the 5th string. So we have E, F sharp, G sharp, B, C sharp. Those are the 5 notes, okay? So this pattern here, that's the E major pentatonic right there. Now if we come down to the E note here, string number 4, 2nd fret, we can repeat the same kind of pattern. 2, 4, 6, E, F sharp, G sharp, and then on string number 3, 4, 6. Now string number 2 and 1, go to the 5th fret, string number 2, and we're going to play 5, 7, 9, which is E, F sharp, G sharp, and then 7, 9 on string 1, which is B, C sharp. And so even at first, before you learn the piece that I'm showing you here, it's a good idea maybe to learn the pattern. And I use slides and hammer-ons, but slides in this sense to transition. Now if you don't want to use a slide, I recommend to try to use fingers 1 and 3 for the most part. Although I'm a big fan of using all my fingers, sorry I messed up that note there as I'm talking, but I'm a big fan of using all my fingers, but in this case, fingers 1 and 3 make sense. And that's what a lot of players will do, okay? It's for the pentatonic stuff here. So fingers 1 and 3 if you can, because it'll make sense in a playing situation, okay? So that's our pattern, scale pattern. From there we're going to look at our phrases, okay? So I'm separating this piece into 4 parts. So the first part, I'm going to do a hammer-on from 0 to 2 to 4. All right, now if you can't do a hammer-on, you can take your time and just pick the notes, but I'm playing 0, 2, 4, and I'm going to hammer on with my index and then my ring. And then I'm going to play string number 5 on the 2nd fret and then hammer on to the 4th fret. And then string number 4, hammer on again from 2 to 4. And we slide from 4 to 6, right? End up on the 4th fret, string number 3, which is a B note. Now I'm going to slide back from string number 4 on the 6th fret to the 4th fret. And then I do a pull off. So this is a lot of legato. So I'm pulling off from 4 to 2. So I'm plucking that finger down. Slide back, pluck down, okay? Fourth fret string 5, and then a greystone hammer-on. It's a really fast hammer-on from 2 to 4 on the D string. Resolving to the E note, which is 2nd fret. Okay, second time through, same run at the start to the B note on the 3rd string. But then at the end here, we're going to change it up. Let's make it nice and simple. 7th fret string number 1 and 2 on both strings, bar. And then I'm playing 9 on the 2nd string and 7 on the 1st. And I'm going to finish with 6 on the 3rd and 5 on the 4th. Oh, sorry, 5 on the 2nd. So part of the pentatonic scale, but also part of the chords underneath, right? E major, I'm playing E major, B7, A, or E major, B, A. All right, now the 3rd time through, same thing, same run. Then I'm going to slide back. Same thing, 6, 4, 2. There's a slide, pull off to the 4th fret string number 5. I'm going to do hammer-on from 2 to 4 on the D string. And I'm playing the 4th fret again after a little quick rest. And then pull off from 4 to 2 back to the 4th fret string number 5. Then I'm going to play the 2, 4, 4 hammer-on again. So that part. All right, so from the start again. 2nd phrase. 3rd phrase. All right, now the final part, this is a lot of fun. We're going to do a pull off, string number 1, 9 to 7. We're going to do the same thing on string number 2, slide back to 5. 6th fret string number 3, back to the 5th fret string number 2. I'm going to play the low E string after that, okay? Because the E chord is in the background. So if you want to pick it, you can go for that too. And then we're going to do a similar phrase here on string number 3. 6 to 4. 6 to 4 on the D string. Back to 2. 4th fret string 5. Back to 2nd fret string number 4. Then we're going to play the A string. So it's the same notes, but we're just an octave lower. Those root notes line up with the chord. And that phrase is a lot of fun. Now, if you're wondering how I come up with this kind of stuff, I have the backing track in place, and I go through it over and over and over. So I've already set up the chords. I have an idea of what I want to work with. So I want to go through the E major pentatonic. What I was planning there was making sure I go through the entire pentatonic shape. So I don't want to just stick on just 3 strings. I wanted to make sure I did all 6 strings, right? So once I had the backing track sort of recorded, the chords recorded in the background, right? Then playing over that over and over and over and trying to get some really cool sounding phrases that do utilize all those parts of the fretboard. And then relying on, my comfort level in actually writing things that line up with structure, like doing the A, B, A, C kind of thing. And that's sort of what I'm trying to follow here, trying to follow variation and repetition. So making sure that I'm adding enough variety, but also repeating things enough so your ear can catch on to it, right? But yeah, making sure, in this case here, as you work through this, you know where these notes are coming from, you know what that scale's like. You don't need to use the hammer-ons and pull-offs and slides. You can pick those notes if you want to. But when you add the hammer-ons in, it makes it much more fun. So have fun with this one. If you have any questions, please let me know. Questions and comments are always great on here. Thumbs up, subscribe if you like this, because it gives me a chance to actually make more content for you. And hope to see you soon. Have a good week.